Women are better than men when it comes to paying off their debt. Well, that's at least according to data kept by First National Bank. Stats SA, meanwhile, supports this notion with its finding that women on average dominated just more than half of jobs classified as skilled professional in the past 5 years. For more from FNB, we've got Amika Maharaj, the bank's head of product for retail loans, live on the line with us. Amika, thanks a lot for joining us. I know firsthand from watching my mom, who was very good at taking care of what needed to be paid for. She was an absolute wizard. So I know firsthand that this is true. How did FNB come to this conclusion that women are better off at paying off their debt than men?
Hi, morning Tapuma, and thanks for having me. We've looked at our internal data across some of our products, and we found that upon analysis of the behavior of men versus women in how they commit to their debt obligations, women were far better at actually committing to those debt obligations over a period of time. And if you look at the South African context of women and the role that they play in society, you know that there's a lot of women out there that are the sole providers for their family, not just their own children, but sometimes parents and extended family as well. So the sense of, responsibility really do sit with women that we see.
Do you find that there is a difference in the kind of debt that women take on? There's good debt and there's bad debt. What have you guys found?
Yeah, absolutely spot on. Good debt could be classified as something like, finding your dream home and getting a home loan to finance that debt, or getting, a vehicle to help you transport your kids to school, for example. Whereas bad debt is, more classified as those types of debt that, one would take out to fund lifestyle. So, looking across the spectrum, there's definitely, some decision making that needs to happen when it comes to good debt versus bad debt. And, just important to understand what that need is behind that, the credit, and choosing the right credit for your need is absolutely important to consider during that decision-making process.
In a world where women earn less and are financially stressed because of the obligations that they have, like you mentioned, I'm surprised that they're much better off at paying off their debt. How are they managing this, especially in light of this pandemic?
Previous studies also, Tapuma, have shown that women are actually better at budgeting compared to men. And today I'm just going to take you through some practical tips on how we can have more women actually help, to pay off their debt quicker and to manage their money better. So I think, the first really important thing to do is make sure that you track your spending. So how much of money is coming into your account, how much of money is leaving your account. And the key principle here is making sure that you don't spend more than you earn. There's various tracking tools that are available that can help you monitor the money coming in or out, or whatever works for you, whether it's a notebook or an app that's going to help you track. Secondly, I think understanding your credit score is of utmost importance. What is a credit score? A credit score is basically your report card of how you've been managing your debt with the credit providers that you've borrowed from. A good credit score really helps you get better interest rates, where some institutions offer you personalized interest rates. And it also helps you get, the loan amount that you're actually looking for. So managing that credit score really is very important. And two very easy ways that you can do that: make sure you only borrow the amount that you need, and also make sure you keep up to date with those debt repayments. Never skip a payment. And where you think you're going to have some difficulty, make sure you contact your credit provider to make alternatives. The next one is educate your family. So, being financially savvy doesn't only sit on the shoulders of the income earners of the family. Really important to teach kids from a young age on, simple concepts such as budgeting and saving. So as they grow up, they're able to, take those good habits with them into the later years of their life. I think, just the next one, as a woman, I think, the ability to generate your own income is probably your biggest asset. So making sure that you take care of those assets, and consider things like an income protection plan to give you that income stability when there's some unforeseen circumstances.
In the past, there was a huge chunk of women who were unbanked. Have you found that that number has increased over the years? And are there any other interesting trends that you picked up from the research that you've done?
Yeah, I think, with all of the different financial solutions that we offer across the continuum, there definitely is a solution to meet the need of every consumer. So, whether there's customers looking out for, something that's going to be of good value at a lower price point, or somebody who's looking for lots of benefits and value adds, there really is products across the spectrum that can meet the needs of each customer. So dependent on the context of the customer, there's definitely a product out there that will be able to meet the needs of every individual out there.
Well, Amika, thank you so much for your time. There is this conception that the finances in the past were the domain of men, but from what you're saying, it seems like the women really are skilled and equipped to handle finances a bit better than men. So we have a lot of catching up to do. Thank you so much for your time.